Right, just doing a bit of a voice check on that bit and checking the voice volume and stuff there. Damn, I wasn't live. Try that again. Voice checking there, voice checking there, voice checking there.
Voice checking there, voice checking there, voice checking there.
Yeah, good.
Voice checking.
Turn off the ads, because we don't want those. Right. All looks good to me. Right, good evening everyone, to those who are watching live or those who might be watching this a bit later. Welcome to Racing Rivals Sprint and Endurance Series, Season 2, and it's round 4 already, where they are doing 2 sprint races and then an endurance race. So we've got a 5-minute sprint in this Peugeot Allure 21 thing. Anyway, but it's not just the normal thing, it's been modded, so you can do anything you like to it, as long as it's 220 on brake and 977 kilos, because all setup options are allowed, but you can't do engine swaps and stuff like that. So yeah, it'll be modded to the max. They'll have all kinds of aero kit, all the aero kit, wide body, everything. So let's have a quick rundown of what's going on in the championship. So let's have a look. Racing Rivals. So we have a snooze in as well. So we've got Sommerus is leading the championship at the minute on 176 points. And we've got Scary Biker on second on 162. Smithy Jr. 154. Yeah, he's in there. We're going to get Kayla. Is he in? He's in. He's on 151, so all fairly close at top. Snowman's in 5th on 139. He's there. We've got Mist in 6th on 130. Mist is in. And we've got Grandad, he'll be in. He's a host, 7th on 116. Chris in 8th on 100. Yep, he's there. Speed Freak in 9th. He's on 96. We've got Ricky in 10th. Yep, he's there on 91. And Warrior, who's changed his name to Joey something or other. I thought I saw him in. He might have just disappeared. Don't see him having come in out there. Don't know. But Warrior is anyway. We're kind of playing guest driver, I think. But he's in 11th on 90. Yeah, we did have one more, did we? Don't know. Haven't seen him say he's not going to make it in the Discord. So anyway, let's have a look and see what's going on. Who's setting pace? Looks like it's Mist at the moment, who's not out. So see Sommerus doing something, so could be alright, this car really, if it's like this in real life. But for me it's got that Peugeot badge, makes my skin crawl. So yeah, Sommerus is now setting the pace, so he's that's the pace. So Deep Forest, they were doing it in the dark earlier, so I don't know if this is planning or expecting to go to a night race. That's how he's lapping. So yeah, riding all over those curbs, take dirt on the inside of that, use all of that exit curb and then some. Usually roll it round that corner. A little bit of throttle, full gas here, use all of that green strip, but don't take your right side tyres over it, so that's a penalty. Yep, floor, run right out on this curb, brake, angle, wide, run over the grass, but yeah, looks like it's got some good lines here. Yep, using all of that curb, but not too much of it because it will give you a penalty. Getting a handy slipstream off Ricky here as well. But he's probably going to get balked into the hairpin, so braking somewhere around about the start of this curb normally in most cars. Use that inside curb, yeah, he's able to wait, and then as much that exit curb as you can as well. It's all about using all of the track, as it is in just about every car and every track in this game. Looks like it's got some good lines there, so that's what Snowman's up to then. So yeah, it's all about using all of the track and letting the car just drift out there on full power rather than angle it with the steering. But it is a good habit to get into, to use all of the track, and if you're not going fast enough so that it sort of understeers out to the edge of the track, better to open the steering up to get to the edge of the track. That way you can actually gain a little bit of acceleration because your car's not turning so hard, particularly in front wheel drive cars. In fact, some front wheel drive cars, and I'm not sure if this is, I think this is, you can straighten the corner, cut across and straighten the exit more, and you'll get better drive. I haven't seen many people doing that in this car though, so it does tend to vary. It depends what they're doing on assists, what their setup is, how their LSD is set for the front, blah blah blah. We don't know, because they obviously will keep all that to themselves. All I can look at is that rev counter on the right and see where their boost is kicking in on the turbo. Oh, go to Grandad. So you can see he's got a red line at 6,500 RPM, so he's probably got more torquey setup. Got Ricky, there's a lot more revvy setup. He's revving past 7,000 RPM on his red line, and you can see he's running less boost pressure than Grandad. Grandad's, I mean, boost pressure, God, that's what, a quarter of a bar, barely more than air pressure. It's like someone's got their mouth over the inlet manifold and is blowing on it. That's the kind of boost that's running. This is nothing. But anyway, turbos don't usually ever get a bit happy until you get past 1 bar boost in the real world. So Chris is sort of mid-range. Scary Biker's got peaky setup. Mister's got a torquey setup. So there is differences. Torquey obviously gets you good initial acceleration, but you can end up spinning the wheels out of corners. So what sort of line is mistaken here? Cut over that, yeah, use all that inside and that about that amount on the outside. And short shifting as well. Oh yeah, I'm good to go. No, not that one, that one. So Grandad's waiting. 1 minute past, so it's not too late. So they'll be starting, which it looks to be set in reverse championship order. Looks like, oh, get Kayla. So they're in the lobby or having issues, don't know. And it looks like Warrior or / Joey isn't going to make it. And Kayla might be in, but he's probably got something going on work-wise. So that means championship-wise, Sommerus, Scary and Smithy will be the main protagonists if Kayla isn't in. So let's have a look, see where they are. So Sommerus's view is from the back. Or go, Smithy's had a jump start. Surely that's a jump start. No, if he didn't, it's he got away with it. So all looking fairly tame at the moment. Sommerus going for the inside on these 2 or even 3. They're being safe. as you tend to do when you're leading a championship. But looks like everyone's got through the first corner pretty well. Let's get out there. So Ricky leads. Got Chris is fighting down the inside of Speed Freak. He's made that work. And Mist, I think, is going to try and go down the inside of this corner, which he can make, but not if he got a penalty. And he would have picked that up a couple of corners beforehand as well. So, and looks like Ricky's going to get a bit of a lead here because the two behind him are going to have penalties. And then we've got Speed Freak. Who's anyone running NOS? There should be NOS for the lowest runners. It's available. Well, they don't have to use it, but it's available to them. So anyway, oh, we've got loads of penalties. So looks like, is Smithy going to gain anything from those penalties? I don't think so. It's just going to be time. Summerus is up to 6. And we've got Speed Freaks picked up a penalty as well. So as long as I keep doing that, Ricky will be pretty happy. And he moves down the inside. Yeah, we've got Smithy and I think going it together with Scary Biker, I think there. Bit of a dive. Oh, Chris emerges in the lead. Missed that one. I don't think I'll get a replay of that because I'll be too late. In fact, my keyboard is sat in the wrong place as well. Anyway, dash down at turn 1. Chris is going defensive. And Speed Freak going cautious. Mist is watching on. And I think that was, Ricky getting passed by Summerer, so he's up to 4th now. Smithy 7th, Scary 8th. They'll be his main rivals. They're right at the back. Oh, Chris has got a penalty. Speed Freak's got a penalty. Mist, they're picking up penalties here, aren't they? Don't know if that's on cuts or understeer on exits. Got Summerer roughing his way down the inside of Speed Freak. I think that's pretty fair in tin tops. Rubbing his racing. And quite chaotic towards the back. Scary might make up a couple of spots if he can here. Using all of the inside of that corner, but he should be okay with that. That's what you have to do. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, that looks like some sort of connectivity problem. Wheel fail? Cat jumped on his lap. Who knows? Anyway, Mist is now at the front with Summerus right behind him. Summerus will be quite happy with following that, but win's a win. And then we've got a big group battling for his 3rd here, but Speed Freak's picked up the penalty. And Snowman's looking all around the back of Smithy here. And he's in the tow. So a quick look at the front. No, it's safe, so Smithy's already got past Snowman, in fact. Snowman kind of fighting back on the inside, but he's wise enough to let him go from there. So we've got 5 minutes, this will be the last lap, won't it? Quite short laps, I can get 4 laps out of this. Yeah, Speed Freak kind of penalty. I think Chris is about to get one as well. He's used a lot of that curb. Yeah, 1.5 seconds. Oh, that's a stinger. Sliding in there, so Smithy's looking at a 3rd place here if he just keeps it calm. And Grandad, Scary and Ricky are in their own little group. Fall off the tail in the sprint race, you'll never get it back. So as this bunch goes through, oh, right, so Smithy's already got past Speed Freak then. He'll be in a pretty safe 3rd spot by the time this pans out. Snowman may even be 4th. So it looks at the front, looks like Summerus is not going to make a move and Mist. Yep. Well, Snowman comes in 3rd. So Speed Freak did well to hold that 3rd place. Although I haven't said that, spoke too soon. Commentator's curse. Anyway, Mist is going to win the first sprint then. Solid drive. Summerus will come in 2nd. Speed Freak should hold 3rd. I don't know how he held 3rd from that penalty. Yeah, he's happy with that as well. Snowman will come in 5th. Chris 6th. Scary is in 7th, and where was yeah, so we've got Summer's main rivals, Smithy and Scary. Good few places behind. So Miss gets fastest lap, extra point. Summers will be fine with second. Speed Freak, rare podium for him. He'll be pleased with that, I think. Smithy, Snowman, yeah, and we've got the groups at the back who got a bit separated, as happens with sprints. Looks like Gear Kayla has managed to finish whatever he was doing. So it looks like he'll be in for the race, for the second race, but missing one race for the scoring system is
nice one.
Nasty for your championship attempts. So let's see how that one goes. Let's see if I can clear an ad quickly before it runs beyond my control. Alright, wait for a lobby reset to 10 minutes and everything else the same. No tyre wear, so setups don't need to change. So I'll be waiting for a grid reset. And I can hit that.
Congrats, missed Sunmara, and who was third?
Speed Freak was third. They should be saving that replay. There's the results. All decided by penalties or anything. I think there's probably only missed some Summerus didn't get penalties in that race. Penalties are costly. So looks like we're waiting for Smithy to do whatever he needs to do. Comfort break maybe. Watch some cars go around the track. I'm out of tea, damn.
Wow, what a race. Wow, well done, Speed. Speed was page 3.
Yep, Scary Biker practicing penalties. 3 set up, been coming out the pits. So Gear Kayla's still not running. That's a nice Racing Rivals livery. I say Gear Kayla's not running one at all. We should probably put a Racing Rivals livery on if he's not going to run one. Just download, install.
Party popper.
Right, who should we watch? Let's watch Mist off the line. Is it going to be up close like that? No, it's not. So, on the lights. And go from the same reverse championship order. Looks like a pretty even start for everyone.
With tears of joy.
Yeah, Ricky's going to lead. Speed Freak's going to be second, I think, by turn 1. Everyone's saw Snowman coming down the middle of a lot of them. And he's going to rub a little bit of mist. That's going to give Chris a run on the inside, and you can gain a bit of track, yeah, a bit of track position by taking that corner lows. But anyway, Ricky is making a break for it. Oh, and there's a big hit. Accidental hit, I think. Who was that? Speed Freak into the side of Chris. Well, it looks like he's could have been Scary Biker actually. He's got a penalty. Now you get 2 seconds for shoving a car off the track, don't you? And I don't think that's on anyway. Anyway, they all fight side by side as they go through the twisty section. So that's going to be Ricky and Mist making a break for it. And Gear Kayla is, I'll say, up to 4th. He might have started near 4th actually. And champion leader is in 6th. He's got Speed Freak going past him. Is he on Nos? Ah, he's got Nos now. He didn't have it for the first race. Nos would be well handy for this track. So many, the 2 first and last sectors, just so much about straight line speed. And the middle sector is difficult to make that up. I'll go minimum downforce on this track. Slide it around in the middle section. So now we've got Mist lining up Ricky then. It's got a good toe. Moves out. goes alongside, and will be passed. And unless Ricky, he's going to fight him a little bit around the outside, but no, that's first place from Mist, and the rest of the field comes through. So I expect Mist will try and do what he can to break away around here. And we've got multiple cars all together, and I think Summerus getting a bit roughed up as well, but he's holding on to that second. He's down to 7th. He's losing places and losing time. And Ricky has now got Gear Caleb company, caught him up through the twisty section. So Gear Caleb switching left and right, getting those different lines, and he goes down the inside. Now that's not such a bad place to overtake, actually, if you can force the other guy to have a crap exit. And of course Ricky has had a good exit, and I think he's ahead. Is he going to pull ahead? I think he is. Yeah, so actually the best place is to overtake into turn 1. This last corner is almost pointless. You just get repassed, you get towed up, repassed. But Kayla's forcing Ricky out wide, so that's pretty good tactics. He's got the sort of Mist is doing. Yeah, he's gone. So can we have another simple tow up, move to the inside and past? And Ricky's not really defending it. What's Chris's view? I think Ricky might be running. He's got pretty good straight line speed, so he didn't have a touch there as well. That's good. Saying Gear Kayla wide. Can Chris take advantage of that? Oh, Ricky's going off, in fact, and he's going to lose a host of places, and he's got dirty tyres. Costly. So Chris, I think, possibly using too much curb there. Yes, he did. Summerus has managed to merge in 4th place after all that. Where's his rivals? So Scary down in 9th with a penalty, and where's Smithy's 5th? So not over, but Summerus with a penalty, so that'll be handy for Smithy. Is he close enough? Half a second. Yeah, he should cruise past Summerus, and Chris has got a second. So what's that? Half a second. Yeah, he should go past both of them there.
Thinking face LL jumping for the endurance just for fun.
Oh, he's got 1, and he's going to get Summerus as well, so that's pretty profitable. And Smithy wants to be ahead of Summerus until the end of the race. So Grandad fighting with Scary. Not too sure who is passing who. I think it might be Grandad trying to pass Scary, actually. I think Scary might have had a penalty, mightn't he? So Miss is gone, fastest lap. Gear Kayla is safe in 2nd. So Summerus versus Smithy Jr. So Smithy's a bit defensive, a bit tight on the way into the first corner. And Summerus can't really pick up quite the exit he might have wanted. And Smithy taking loads of that corner, but then, yeah, Summerus catches it back up a little bit. Smithy's going to get a penalty for that. And that's too much of that exit curb. Yeah, there you go. So Summerus doesn't have to do anything here, and in fact he's even giving him a little bit of a bump nudge. I say bump draft, it's not really bump draft, is it? But alright, anyway, Scary's fighting penalty. Oh, it's at lap. Oh, we're in on lap 5 already. So Gear Kayla's picked up a penalty. Smithy's got a penalty. Summerus could still get a 2nd place here. Certainly be going up to 3rd. Or will he? He is. He is. He is. How much time did Gear Kayla lose? Well, he's Summerus not in slipstream range. And I think that's Snowman trying to go past Speed Freak. If he was, he's made it. So 5.5 seconds missed. Yeah, Gear Kayla's got just out of slipstream range. But judging by the way that time's coming down, I would say he's running more downforce than Summerus. In fact, he's not running a rear wing, is he? Is that just something that's not loaded properly, or is he really not running a rear wing? I wouldn't be surprised though, because you can get away with a really low downforce setup on this track. I reckon he might have taken it off. He's got a good slide going on the rear, going through that corner. Depends how much time he loses through here, but he's actually making it up. Oh no, it's coming down. It's coming down. I think, yeah, judging by that it's coming down, he's running almost no downforce, but then he was losing out on the straight as well. So if you got no downforce, you crap in the corners and then you crap on the straights, you're kind of a bit doomed, really. So anyway, Summerus is right in the slipstream. Not close enough to make a move though, but close enough to keep closing up. And Smithy's going to go with him. Just about. So we'll see what this is like. So Peter Kane is definitely getting better drive out of the corners. Yeah, the gap is coming down. I would say toe, but he's not really in it at the minute, and Summerus is still not really in it, and Smithy is closer to Summerus, and Summerus is to Gear Kayla. And Smithy picking up fastest lap as well, which would be handy. If he can just get one place ahead of Summerus, should be able to equalise, I think, what happened in round one in terms of championship points and points difference. Anyway, different lines. It's too wide. I think that's another penalty. Oh, I think he's managed to get away with that one. Not too sure how. There's Miss getting on. His lead's come down. He's on a 39. I'm guessing that was a penalty lap. Kayla's solid in 38, Summerus in the 37s. Smithy's not given up in the 37s. As for the others, a little bit of field spread. Ricky and Grandad are close together. Alright, 9 minutes 30 seconds. I think Mist is probably going to do another lap. I don't know, there's slow cars though, aren't they? The thing is, you can try and not cross the line too soon, but it doesn't go exactly to zero. That's the thing, it goes a couple of seconds past. And Mist is going to do an extra lap. But the others, see, 10 minutes, and Kayla still gets to do an extra lap, but Summerus and Smithy finish. So it's a couple of seconds over. Anyway, the rest of the field comes through. Chris handbraking it. That's resolved. I want to have a look at this actually. Was it at the start? Someone got absolutely hammered, and I didn't see who it was. Oh, I don't know. I can't see. Was it Snowman who got hit? I don't know. Someone got whacked. Accidental. Anyway, Mist would have to disconnect really not to win this. Summerus beats Smithy. It depends on if Mist or Gear Kayla are setting faster laps. Summerus has got...
Good race.
I don't know who's got the fastest lap now. It was coming up with Summerus, but I think it's actually Mist. I'm sure that changed. No, it was Smithy who had the fastest lap, yeah. 37.210. Can Mist beat that? Wasn't really looking at his sectors. No, he is. Oh, bummer. Gear Kayla take it off him? No.
That was fun.
So Mist just takes a point off Smithy for that, which will probably annoy him when he sees that, given it was on the last lap. So, Mist win fastest lap again, I think. Gear Kayla joins in, comes second. Sumrush a third, and was about to have equal points with Smithy, but nope. Smithy had his fastest lap just nicked off him right at the end. And then I think Snowman, Speedfreak, Chris, and Scary all sort of like strung out a little bit. Again, penalties affected. Grandad and Ricky are close at the finish, but you can't see it when it says a lap down. So anyway, that was Sprint 2. So now we wait for the endurance lobby to be set, which will be 30 minutes. Totally different car. I've forgotten the car. It's a Corvette, isn't it? Total opposite of this thing, because it'd be way more power, more weight, proper sports car, rather than I don't know, do you call them SUVs? MPVs? I don't know. Something I would never be caught dead in real life. So we go. So we got, let's have a look. Random weather, 30 minutes, random weather. Full setup allowed, tyre wear on 4, fuel consumption on 3, it's 1100 kilos, and 639 brake. Full setup allowed. Should be NOS allowed, which those in the back end of the championship may get to use. So I do my usual thing of, pick a victim, put that on, whilst I do my comfort brake stuff. Right, cup of tea done. What's going on here? Some chaos. What we got? We got Mist. Okay, he's on medium. So we got any? That's like some stuff is happening. Look at someone who's done a lot of laps. Some Russ. 6 laps on the mediums. They've not worn very much. Shouldn't be massively bad on here. Oh, Grandad's asking if we're ready. Just about. Ads cleared, blah blah blah. Right, yeah, okay. Now we've got a massive Destruction Derby auto course thing going on there. All looks good. Some of us donutting. Yes, yes. Well, I don't even see that. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, here we go. Night race. It was a night race I saw earlier. Night practice. So this is in the finishing order of the last sprint race. Just to make it a bit fairer, so those starting at the back all the time and the sprints don't pick up more points than the guys who are on the pace and fastest. There we go. So I can't really see by cars, I can only go by names, but all looks fairly good going in turn 1. Oh, Chris is running a bit deep, and Scary's going up the inside of him. And Mist and Gear Kayla making a break for it. Summerus up there, and Smithy. So, as I say, for the endurance, he did tend to get pace or form order at the start, which is fair enough. So Falcon, oh, Falcon's joined the race. Okay. And a liveryless car, so he's clearly deciding this is a bit fun to watch and wants a piece of that. So anyway, Mist is not quite out of tow range from Gear Kayla, who is definitely not out of tow range of Summerus. And Smithy and Snowman coming through. Scary. Falcon must have started at the back. He's up to 7th then already. And we've got Speed Freak Chris going side by side into the hairpin. Looks like Chris is backing out of that. Oh no, it's because, well, he's gone straight on, and so has Grandad, and so has Speed Freak, and loads of people missing the braking zone. Oh, what's happened there? Looks like Mist has had a really bad exit out of the hairpin. And Gear Kayla wants some of that. Is he? No, he's going to back out and follow. Oh, Summerus nearly piled right into the back of those two. That'd have been a bit of waiting on track, I think. Smithy's on his own in 4th, so we've got Scary and Snowman. And they're going to do battle through some twisty sections. She's going to maintain order. So top 3 definitely creating their own group at the front. I think Smithy's lost a bit of time. Speed Freak and Ricky might have had incidents. So as we come down to the hairpin, about straight line speed, about braking performance, about exit speed performance. All gone deep into that corner. And Kayla again has had a much better exit than Mist, so maybe Mist didn't do anything wrong last lap. He just didn't have quite the setup or the line. And this is definitely move on. There's the inside. Mist is late on the brakes. Is he too late? Not quite. It was touch and go getting in there. Some of us is enjoying the view. So a quick look, see what happened on that previous lap. Did Mist make a mistake? I didn't see. These replays are never long enough. Oh, Summerus has picked up a penalty. Oh, Falcon's up to fourth already. Scary Biker and Smithy together. Close together in the championship, close together on track. Yeah, Ricky's clearly had some sort of issues on the hards though, so it's like medium hards then. So, battle resumes for Gear Kayla and Mist. Gear Kayla's just having a look. Mist now he's there. Better apex on both of them, but Gear Kayla is getting better exits out of that hairpin. Maybe just got a bit more traction. He's running traction control there, and Mist isn't. Could be something to do with it, so now, surely. Goes to the inside. What can Mist do? Oh, he's gone deep. He's gone deep. He's going right off the track. Summerus has got an opportunity here. Can he get a decent exit? Kayla's got dirty tyres. Oh, he couldn't quite get it stopped. So he should actually lose all of that gap through these corners. And I think Summerus knows he's got dirty tyres, and only by about now are they going to be okay. Which is alright, it should clean up in a couple of corners in real life. Old Gran Turismo had it lasting an entire lap. That's just so wrong. So anyway, Summerus is probably thinking, I need to take this while I can. He might be looking at the gap to Mist, but that's not a problem. He's only looking at Scary and Smithy, I think. So Mist comes down to the hairpin, and not under pressure, gets a nice apex. Kayla not so much. Yeah, but he's got a car that's got really good traction. He's just completely dumped Summerus out of that corner. Is it? Sometimes traction control can make a difference, but not that much. Anyway, Mist has just missed the braking point. He'll get that back though. Yeah, he has. Into turn one, Falcon is not breaking away from Scary here then. Smithy is close enough to see what's going on. Then we've got the side field spread towards the back. So Summerus, I'm sure he will try and take Gear Kayla if he can, but he doesn't really have to try too hard. Falcon still has Scary right all over the back of him. So you can't drop him in the twisty section. I'll look at some lap times in a minute. Get a better exit out of that corner though. So Mist now looking like he's got a rhythm and going, but Gear Kayla's gone wide. Summerus didn't. Picked up a couple of tenths, but lost more than that for the rest of the lap. So what's Mist going to do here? Probably fastest lap I would say, judging by what I've seen of it. Yep, 22.5. 22.3 for Gear Kayla though. Summerus 22.6. So Mist will see that fastest lap. Falcon's in the low 23s, so there's all good pace throughout the field. They're all in the, yep. Well, I think these lot have been serving penalties possibly. So we can see what's happening going through. 32s, 27. So yeah, you can usually tell the penalty laps. So Ski Caleb's a couple of tenths quicker than Mist. Someone must have picked up a penalty. Where did he get that from? Don't know. Before the end, second half of the twisty section. It's a shame because it looked like he was capable of making it a three-way battle. So he's now 5 seconds behind Mist. Falcon looks like he's managing to gap Scary now. It's about breaking the toe. It's really hard to get away from someone on this track if you can't break the toe. It's just all about trying to do something to break the toe, or indeed get in it if you're trying to get past. That's why the penalties are so costly, because you take them on the fast sections and that ruins your toe, it ruins your track space. Oh, what's going on here? Grandad has gone deep all by himself. He has. What happened there? Completely missed his braking point. He was so far off the track I thought he'd been punted, but did that all by himself. So mislead. Oh, that was quite a lot of curb. I think he'll get away with that. It's 3 seconds. 22.8, 23.2. So I wonder if Gearcader's lap might have been, I was thinking due to slipstream, but no, he was in front of Summerus the whole of that time. So I don't think so. I wonder if Mist has gone into fuel save mode yet. And it's short shifting there. So it's Gearcader. Summerus doesn't look like he is though. So 23.3, 22.5, 22.8. So it was a bad lap from Mist, but it might have been a fuel save lap. I think that traction control is working really well for Gearcader. Looks like his car needs it. Don't know, I'm sure I've got a 700 pp Sport soft weapon from this car. I wonder if it might be a different Corvette. It doesn't seem to struggle on traction, but on Sport Softs, I think the PP on these is well over 700, isn't it? Oh, Summerus running. Will he get away with that? Or is that too much curb? Yeah, he's got away with it. So no, it's the right amount of curb. So what's Falcon doing here? He's in the 23s. So he's not, he's sort of on the pace, isn't he? But not quite. He's got on the pace by the fact he's not having bad laps. So overall race pace, but he's not ultimate pace by the looks of it. So he does, he comes through. Yeah, that wasn't a good lap. So Mist has actually pulled away from Gearcader. Oh, Gearcader a bit. I think Ricky is, he's getting out of the way. And he looks like he might have cost Mist about 4 tenths there, wherever he caught him. Probably not, well, not deliberately, I imagine. Just getting him in the twisty section is just so the wrong place. Summerus using a little bit more than the curb, but you get away with that there. So it's going on strategy wise. Well, it's like Scary's got to come in this lap. Doesn't need to be too bothered about fuel saving on that amount of fuel. On the hard tyres. So that tells me that 12 minutes in, you got a lot of distance out of the mediums. A lot of distance. So these lot will probably run to about 18 minutes or something, I'm guessing, and if they can. And that's why I'm seeing short shifting. Okay, yeah, Kayla's using a lot more fuel than Mist. Different strategy, I suspect. So on these medium runners, some fuel saving, some not. Scary's done with the hards. And I imagine that's exactly his strategy. Grandad is on the same strategy as the leaders. Chris is not, and he's staying out, so he's deciding we can get a bit more mileage out of them hard. Speed Freak's been in, getting a bit wide. Ricky's still soldiering on those hards, isn't he? So Gear Kayla has taken a load of time out of Mist there. See the reason for that? Nope. Oh, Gear Kayla's in fact. That's probably quite a good time to take a load of time out of someone then pit on his strategy. Could have just been fuel difference, to be honest. 22.6 on that 23.2. Mist is doing his fuel save thing, isn't he? But Sumrush is going with him. 23.2, 23.0. And the tyre wear looks exactly the same to me. Even on balance as well. So Falcon's in third. He'll be pitting this lap. Where's Gear Kayla come out? He's come out in fifth. A lap earlier than the others. So Mr. Sumrush and Falcon, in fact, must be pretty confident they've got a better strategy than Gear Kayla at the moment. Gear Kayla, of course, running in VR, won't have a clue. He'll just be fifth, and then he'll suddenly won't be, and we'll have to guess who's taken a pit stop and whatever they've done. Such is the way VR works, unfortunately. So we've got Speed Freak in 10th on those hards. Yeah, it's a fair bit of field spread. So Mist is coming in, Sumrush is coming in. Falcon is going to come in as well. Smithy is going to come in as well. So it's just like the standard strategy. Gear Kayla. Where's he going to emerge? He'd been running a lot more fuel but better tyres. So he's coming out third, second. Mist is coming out the pits. So Gear Kayla was about 1.3 behind. He's gone straight on. Ah, bugger. That's probably target fixation. There's now Sumrush he's got to worry about. Well, he was about 1.3 behind. A bit more than that now. So again, a good strategy from Mist. Is looking pretty safe. What's Falcon? He's 12 seconds. That's quite a bit of time behind, actually. He was a lot closer than that. Just looking at these in laps and out laps. Oh, Sumrush having a good look at Gear Kayla through that hairpin. May have been even thinking about it, but this will be like Formula 1 at the moment, this pass and repass. If you pass into that hairpin before this straight, you get repassed on the main straight, and you don't want to pass there. You want to pass turn 1 so you can try and break the toe in the twisty section. That's all you can do. But Sumrush is close enough to get a draft. But that's all it's going to be. Closed up nicely on the brakes there though. And Gear Kayla missed the apex. So I don't think he's liking those hards very much. So he's missing a bit of front end. So Falcon, yeah, 150, 125.9. That's all 48 and a 25.8. Somrus. Is this? Yeah, it's a shame he. Well, shame Gear Kayla had that issue where he's on a 47 and a 25. So he had a really good in lap. Yeah, because he took a load of time out of this, didn't he? But his out lap was only so, and then he made a mistake. And he even missed with a nice, comfortable lead. So this is really the main battle on the track at the moment. Most of the strategies look like they've played out and pretty much are going to be as you were. So Smithy is ahead of Scary, but he's on the hard, so Scary should have a tyre advantage, 4 seconds. That should come together before the end of the race, I imagine. And Snowman's not a million miles behind on the mediums either. So let's see what lap time Smithy's doing on those hards. First proper lap out of the pits. So 26.8 and 23. That's a big difference. And 24. So Smithy's going to be under pressure in no time. Somrus, meanwhile, is teetering on that slipstream. But still not quite getting it. Oh, Scary made a mistake. He was closing on Smithy considerably. I mean, that's a mistake, lap 26. I'm sure that's a mistake. Even on the hards. And we've got Grandad and Chris together. But Chris with the penalty won't be there for long. And we've got Speed Freak and Ricky taking their pit stops. Yep, Somrus still hunting around that 7/10 mark. Give or take a couple. So it's missed 23.5, 23.6, 23.7, 24.6. So Falcon doesn't look like he's got the pace, probably the setup or the experience in his car, I would say, to battle with the front three. Smithy is still, I think the laps were probably not good examples, but it's hemorrhaging time to Scary. Not so much to Snowman. They've all settled in the 25s. Grandad has seen off Chris after he took that penalty. So these hards are not struggling at all on this track, are they? 24. So Kayla's still quicker. And Somrus. So Falcon come through. It's picked up into the 24s, but it's not significant. This battle continues. It's not quite got its usual consistency, judging by those lap times, but it's enough. Yeah, Kayla has it. He's just run deep a couple of times into turn one. Cost him loads. And Scary may actually get away with that, a penalty there, because he hit the barrier. So he's now 1.6, 1.5. 1.4, 1.3. Catching Smithy quick. It's not quite in range just yet. He's catching just everywhere, isn't he? On the straights, in the corners, on the brakes. Even though he's gone deep, he'll probably still emerge with a net gain. Just about. Snowman has had an issue, I think, so he's not going to be joining this battle. So Smithy under pressure. Oh! This commentator's curse is just... Yep, so much pressure. He went straight on. Well, that's resolved that battle then. So we go back to Gearkayla and Sommerus. So Sommerus with a fuel advantage if it's fuel limited, disadvantage if it's not. So good apex from both of them. Oh, I thought that was Scary Biker behind Falcon. In fact, what's the gap there? 11 seconds. Quite enough. Then go back to the front. Missed not being fast on these hards, but he doesn't need to be. He's been reasonably consistent, but say there's a couple of minor mistake laps in there. Kayla has been consistent, but not quite consistently fast enough. He's it's kind of equalising that gap, isn't it, over the last 3 laps? Gaining a bit here and there. Losing on raw pace, but gaining on consistency. I think Sommerus, maybe I'll be settling for 3rd, which is all he needs. So what we got? We've got Smithy it's going up and down between him and Snowman. If he makes a mistake, Snowman is going to be on him. And it looks like you can do that on these cars, on the hards. Oh, we got, Chris and Grandad separated by 3 seconds, with Grandad's pulling away. Smithy has a massive gap to Ricky. And that's missed. That's Chris getting out of the way. Like a late jump out of the way, that did. He might not have seen him coming. He hasn't really lost a lot of time though. So this is quite a tame one by Racing Rivals standards. Oh, Sommerus having a good slide. 20 seconds, that's 2 massive spins, or about 4 little ones. So he's totally safe. That might be a penalty though. Hard to tell out of that corner. It's not the white line where track limits are, but no, it's fine. So we've got to get Kayla with the fastest lap. I don't think that'll change because they're all on the hards. So we've got 24.3, 23.5. Yep, so ebbing and flowing. So let's see what's going on with. Well, that's GT7's clearly. Oh, Scary's in the pits. Couldn't make it. He's going to do another splash and dash, isn't he? Splashing and dashing's never a good strategy. So Smithy's going to take that place back, and Snowman's going to be at the 5th. 4, sorry, 6. Or is he? No, that's a really short, proper splash and dash from Scary. So Snowman has slightly better tyres, so this battle is back on. Oh, that's good. We've got something to watch. So the question is, does Snowman think... Oh, Scary's clipped the wall. Does Snowman think Scary's on fresh tyres or not? He'd have seen him pit, he'd have seen him come out. Will he be calculating, thinking, yeah, but that pit stop wasn't long enough for tyres, so maybe he's still on used tyres, he won't know. Not unless he's listened to the stream anyway. So just look at this group of cars here. Oh, it's back markers. Yeah, it's good. Kayla and Summerus going through back markers by the looks of it. It's like a big gaggle of cars on the circuit map. Oh, missed. What's happened there? Suddenly, his 5-6 second lead is now 1. Oh, he's gone deep there, but that's not that bad. Did he end up spinning? That wasn't a 5-second loss. Gear Kayla has something to do, but it's going to be another lap, isn't it? So he's got a lap. Mr.'s better tyres. Gear Kayla has either less a fuel advantage or disadvantage. If he's got enough, it's a weight save. If he hasn't, he's going to have to fuel save. What's he going to do? Just looking for the short shifting. In the wrong gear at the moment. The mist has pulled away considerably on that straight, so I think Gear Kayla might have short shifted earlier out of that hairpin. Yeah, it's going to be a fairly close finish at the front, but I think it's only going to be that, a close finish. So Snowman hasn't given up on the attack, so we've got 2 battles. Oh, no, it's not. This battle's going to be over in a moment. So it's like Scary is going to win it, despite his splash and dash. So maybe that strategy did work for him. Smithy was 6th, Snowman 7th. Let's just quickly go back to what's going on here. Yeah, so they're going to string out a little bit. So it looks like Mist is going to, despite whatever happened, it was more than that, just running into that wide and into that barrier there. That probably happened because he had dirty tyres, I bet, from an earlier mistake. I'm going to guess on the exit of turn 1. Missed his braking point. I won't know though, I'll have to watch the replay. So Misty is going to win, and Gear Kayla is going to be 2nd with the fastest lap, and Summerus will be 3rd, and will extend his lead over Scary and Smithy. So, oh, well, looks like Grandad's out of fuel.
Great race, guys.
It will be nice.
Face with smiling eyes.
That was a really tame one by Racing Rivals standards. I think.
Great cones.
I don't think the strategies were too obvious. I think there wasn't enough variation in the track for the strategies to mix up a little bit. So there you go. That was round 4 endurance race. So we got Mist wins, but Gear Kayla 2nd with fastest lap. Summerus is 3rd, and you won't care about that because 3rd is plenty enough. Because Scary and Smithy are 5th and 6th. Falcon was 4th, I think, with a very limited setup time in that car, and probably no experience at all either. So that was good effort. And then we've got Snowman 7th, could have been higher. You can see 5th ahead of him. Chris was on his own, I think, and Grandad. And Speedfreak and Ricky got separated. So anyway, there you go. That was round 4. So round 5 next week. Next week I'm going to be at home. So I won't be with my rig. I won't be with my PC. But I could probably just do a basic stream, I'm guessing, from PlayStation. Unfortunately, my dad is on his last legs. He won't listen to me about saving himself. So I've got to go home on a kind of vigil. So I'll probably be mind-numbingly bored at home, so I could stream, I suppose. We'll see what happens. Family first, as they say. So anyway, it could be same time next week. May not be. Who knows? Anyway, that'll be round 5 at 8:30. Possibly catch you then.